Un rêve impossible. Je pense que ça marchera pas, mais j'y ai cru quand même. Je nous revois, je revois tes yeux, je revois ta bouche, je revois tes cheveux, ton visage. Et je me demande si toi aussi t'y penses. Je me demande si toi aussi tu me revois quand tu fermes les yeux et quand tu rêves. C'est un rêve impossible. Tu m'avais dans la paume de ta main, tout ce que t'avais à faire, c'est de me dire de rester. Mais t'es parti, et t'es revenu. Et puis t'es reparti, et puis t'es revenu. Encore et encore. Et à chaque fois, c'est la même chose.
I don't know, sir.
Tout ce que tu avais à faire, c'est de me dire de rester. Et je serais restée pour toujours. Toujours avec toi. Alors pourquoi t'es parti? Pourquoi tu m'as laissé? Ça va nous échapper entre les doigts et un jour ou l'autre, de toute façon, tout ça, ça va s'arrêter.
Johnny and in the mix.
Happy Friday. Hey traders, welcome to episode 644 of the show. You could be doing anything, but you're here, man, and I really appreciate it. Happy Friday. If you don't know why I just chugged a beer, I was in debt. Okay, we play the wheel spin game sometimes on Thursdays, or if it's warranted, and I got obliterated in terms of my luck. Like, I'll show you what the wheel looks like if you don't know. There's a chug, and I might have to shrink it, because after yesterday, dude, that chug got hit 4 times. It ruined me, man. And I was like, I can't. I'm just going to be in chug debt. And for the day's stream, I'll just chug as soon as the stream starts to pay my debt, because I just couldn't do it last night. It was too much, man. Too much. So we had a good time. Thursday nights are always worth hanging out. But whatever. All right. Chug Connect. What the? Oh my God, dude. Chris, thanks for the 149. Here we go, dude.
Hype in the chat. What up, Mitch? Good to see you today.
Wow. Hype in the chat from Marco Rivera, man. Coming in with the $100 contribution. We've been live for 8 hours, 8 minutes, 29 seconds. Wow, that beer's hitting me already, Marco. Can you see it? Holy crap. Thank you, dude. I can't believe this, man. I can't believe it. So Bitcoin's at 10,440 right now. Why? Well, we did a static video on it. We talked about it. My internet is still being super scuffed. Are you kidding me? 0 kilobytes per second. Like, what a joke, man. Someone will be destroyed. Like, the universe is going to destroy somebody for the amount of, like, bad technology karma I've been getting for no reason. Like, what I even do to get these internet technology problems, I don't even know, man. All right, so. Wow, Artsy, good one. Good post in general chat in the Discord. Oh. So Dow Jones dropped, 700 points or something today. pretty nasty, pretty gnarly. While crypto is up, right? Bitcoin's up 3.3%, $333, repeating, of course. And it might have just had something to do with divergence. All right, it's like, well, how's it going to go, man? Well, here we are.
Bruh.
Seriously, Marco, man, thanks so much, dude, for the hundo. All the support, dude, man. Like, that's not your first, second, third, fifth, probably 10th contribution, and I'm very grateful, man. Thank you for being a part of this community. All right, Kings, man. My internet provider, it's not been an issue until just recently. I mean, until, like, it's so weird. It's not even worth going into because it's so stupid. It's like, I got a new router or a new Wi-Fi because the other one sucked, and then it worked well, but then it wouldn't work for other applications I need for smart bulbs and stuff. And then I set up my old one, and then I started having issues. And even when I direct connect straight into my router, I'm still having like stability issues on my kilobytes per second. It just doesn't make sense at all, man. It's like beyond my mind, insanity. But anyway, not really trying to be here to like complain about it. It just is reality. All right, so you see this yellow line right here, this 9800 area. Do you see it, man? 0 kilobytes per second again. Are you kidding me, dude? I can't stream while this is happening. I'm looking at it right now. There's no way you're getting good quality of stream right now. There's no way you're getting a good quality stream. This is unbelievable, dude. I'm gonna do a speed test real quick. It's probably just my upload speed's ruined again for no reason. It probably has nothing to do with my download speed. It's all upload, like always.
Bruh.
Can we take a look at Artist Connect for all out friends down under? Been acting like an S-coin lately. Thanks, man.
Yeah, sure, dude. Sure, yeah, that thing's been getting destroyed. Thank you, HG, for the 318. I'm just doing a speed test right now. I can't show you. I mean, it's okay. It's like saying it's like 15, which is plenty for what I'm doing, even though it's lower than it should be. It might just be because I'm streaming right now. A 15 upload when I'm supposed to be getting like 25 or something. I mean, I'm not even using that crappy Wi-Fi. I'm using a direct connect into my stupid router. It's fine right now. Sure, it's not about right now. It's about every like 30 seconds to a minute or 5 minutes that it craps out and goes to zero. And I can't deal with that because I'm not going to stop and start my stream with education. Valuable stuff gets missed, okay? So look, before I was really interrupted by trash internet, what do we do, man? And I talked about this in the static video. okay? Back in July, we fell below a critical support multiple times, but we double bottomed and then broke back above it. Very critical. May 5th. And then what do? We sold off and we back tested the spring. This is what you call a spring. When you fall below a critical support and you don't have enough selling pressure to really follow through to push it down to the next level. When that happens, that's called the spring. And we had a double bottom spring right here. And when you broke back above that critical area of support, you never back tested it at all. You actually ran up, made a lower high, and then sold off again. But when you sold off, you have now back tested. And I'm not just talking about you back tested. You're now double bottoming back testing. You're like, what is double bottom? It is a form of confirmation to the market, right? That this support is real. You're back testing spring, but not just once. Sometimes you only get one spring. No, you're getting two back tests on the spring. And I'm just like, am I crazy? Am I losing my mind here? How in the F are people talking? Like, we're talking about price action and its correlation to critical support resistance. How do people have the arrogance to be talking about 2K when our price action's doing this in the here and now? It doesn't make sense, man. It's crazy. Like, they're completely ignoring the Wyckoff stuff happening. Okay, so, and the only reason I know about this is because y'all bring it to the chat and say, this guy said this, these guys said this, what do you think about this? And I have to read it and it has to happen to me. And it's like, I don't really care what they say, right? We know how to read charts here. We don't need these opinions from other people doing fib circles, okay? We're good, man. If fib circles were right, we would have capitulated and been at 2K a week ago or 2 weeks ago or something, right? So anyway, good stuff though, right? Good stuff. All right, there's always a chance, right? Since we're kind of at a resistance, we go the 60-minute. Always a chance we could sell off, right? I mean, we are at a critical area, right? You got to break this, but it might be tough to do that, being so close to overbought. But hey, man, we can get overbought on the 60-minute. It might not be a big deal. And it could be argued that maybe there's some divergence a little bit on the 60-minute. And there is totally a square up around, I don't know, 10,150 or so. So we could come run down and square up and then rally again, maybe. And that'd be okay. But like, the thing is, like, on the 4 hour, you're not even close to overbought. So this could continue to run to the upside if it breaks the resistance that we just saw in the 60-minute. All right? Plenty of room to run. I mean, you're at 55. You're still kind of neutral right now on the other side, on the 4 hour. All right? But I'm just saying, like, always a chance, like, stuff could happen where you sell off again. And eventually you could make some triple MACD bullish divergence, or it could just turn into triple MACD bullish divergence, but it could also end up being a higher low, and then it could in fact turn into some bullish convergence, which is completely fine. Still bullish, right? Still good. So yeah, that's it, man. 60-minute, we got some resistance. I think there's on the 4 hour, there's no real resistance till 10,660, and we've already discussed in the static video the square up level that's at 10,770 or so.
That's why we listen to you, Mitch.
Bruh.
Thanks, bro.
Quite right, man. Thanks for the $10 super chat. I don't know. I just sometimes feel like I'm taking crazy pills when Bitcoin is doing, like, when we're literally looking at the real-time price action of Bitcoin on significant time scales, and like people are just ignoring that and just acting like it doesn't even exist, and like they can just say we're going to 2K, 1K, and it's like, how was that even technical analysis, man? That's like fortune telling. Because there's just too many variables that can happen in between now and when we get to that area. So it's not even real. Oh, dang, dude. My friend's basement got flooded today. There was a big flood that happened. I mean, I'm good. I live on a mountain, but other people get. He lives on a mountain too. Everyone lives on a mountain where I live. And dang, dude, that's bad news. It sucks, man. Why is this here? That's on the 4 hour. Only the 4 hour. Okay. So, I mean, breaking this weekend could easily get us to 10,770 before selling off to make a higher low, maybe before the rally continues. And we're still, I mean, you know, it's nothing's ever really confirmed on these harmonics, but you got to believe, man. You got to think that what it's doing is it has created C. It surely maybe has created C to this point. And so there's nothing left. The C to D is one of your largest waves of the harmonic, as we saw here and we saw here. And you know, these were both like thought about, talked about, posted before any of the waves happened. And you know that if you're a regular viewer. I mean, this is just harmonic stuff, man. You just went to, I think 50% retrace is like common for a sell-off, but man, this dump was so violent. This one, and when it was violent, it didn't make a lower high, or sorry, a lower low. It made a higher low and then rallied too deep, just too deep for dumpage to ensue probably after, because the oscillators were screaming at us, dude, we're exhausted. Sellers are so tired right now. Impending price action reversal to the upside. And it's like you got it right at the unreal daily support. And that's where you got it, man. I mean, so far it's playing out. You're getting a pretty big bullish engulfing candle right now. You know, we got an hour and 40 minutes till that daily close, but this would be confirmed in that time if all things stayed the same. And it really could be argued, the fact that maybe it's not, I talk about this in the video, static. I talk about like all of it in static video. I mean, it should be argued that like you have like a low here, you have this level of negative Momo, and then you rally and then you sell off and you make a slightly lower low with lower levels of negative momentum. Maybe it's not like confirmed real bullish evidence on the daily, just because like you really like looking for those different islands, right? But still, you're diverging, all right? How funny was it? People laughing, you know, Twitter, like, oh, dude, no way. I don't think so, man. I think there's too much negative momentum. And it's like, my Twitter said when I posted this, when we were like in this area, the oscillators are pointing towards, yes, that price action continuation to the upside could occur. And there it was right after, though it was a lower high, but still higher lows now. So the contraction is coming in. Kind of want to look at something first before Ethereum, and that is what our little buddy XRP, the little XRP that could, continuing to roll a little bit. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. Oh, man. Who's thirsty? One time, I think you're thirsty for attention, aren't you? But who said I don't make a living trading? I never said I did. It was always a side thing for me, and I just teach people how to swing trade. Like, people have lives, right? We're not all from Wall Street. We can't all be gifted with daddies that were on Wall Street, okay? So sometimes we have to teach ourselves how to do things, and that's what I do here. So who's thirsty, though? I don't know what you're talking about. Have I ever even asked? I've never even asked for one. So, are you mad, dude? Don't be jelly, dude. I'm living my best life. I get to do what I love for a living. And you're in here throwing shade, dude, right?
But
Like
my 5 fib circles are telling me we're going to 4,000. Kappa.
Oh, here we go, dude. Here we go, Rick Smith. Thanks for the threes, man. Much love. People just don't get it, man. They just don't understand what this is all about. Helping other people. Wow. People like get upset. They're like, you're not supposed to be helping other people. You should be doing this yourself and never helping anybody. Do it yourself, man. Don't ever empower other people and try to bring other people up. Don't do that. Because that's wrong. That's bad, right? I mean, that's the feeling I'm getting from some people, right? It's crazy, dude. Adam, I don't know, man. I mean, you could say it missed it, right? Did it truly miss it? It hit an 80% retrace. Or a 786 if you talk about the candle close. So, I mean, I did adjust, right? From the pivot, right?
Mitch, looks like Bitcoin missed the low on the pattern and made a double bottom. At some point do we need to redraw the harmonic? Kings.
No, like it was like this, right? Just in case it went a little bit lower, but didn't. And the reason it probably didn't go any lower was because of the divergence, the seller exhaustion. So it's like, okay, so the pivot point was an 80% retrace. Fine. That's still a bat. Still a bat, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Does that make sense, right? Remember, the whole rule is this pattern is valid with a pivot between 382, 38%, right? So it could have pivoted there and run to the upside. Between a 382 and an 886. Between them, right? That's the key word. So it can pivot anywhere between there and be valid, right? It just happened to pivot right around the 786. Look at a candle close. It's like 73%. The wick, 80%. So it's like pretty much around that 786 area before it pivoted, right? So oh, I know, David B. I know. It's crazy. It's like, are you mad, dude? Like, because I just get to go live and make a living helping people, and they're in here talking crap. It's like, ooh, sorry I affected you negatively. That wasn't my goal, but, you know, they saw Marco Rivera tip $100 and got butthurt. That's pretty much what it was. Thank you, Marco, for triggering people in the chat. Nice job, dude. Crazy, man. Yeah. I don't know what's like so bright. I think that's better right there. I think we're good. Okay. So yes, like going back to XRP, right? It was discussed the potential double bottom.
Bruh.
Quenched.
Dude, stay at home Kang, man. Thanks for the $20.04 of Bitcoin. Quenched. Certainly so. Like at the very beginning, man. Holy crap, dude. Thank you for the crypto contribution. Y'all amazing. Stay at home King, man. You got some haters too. Right? We all got haters, it seems like, in life. So, yeah, this continued to rally. The neckline of the potential little double bottom is right around 29.399 cents. And if you ever broke it, measurement is off a little bit. Just make like OCD. Right there. So like if we broke this neckline, the target, interestingly, is right around a pretty critical support, or sorry, resistance at 33.099 cents. Right there. That's your measurement. If we could ever break that, that's a big if, right? A lot of times, if you're taking the lowest risk entries on double bottoms, the first target to take some profit, just a little bit, is the neckline, because if it fails, right, one would still make a profit on a failed trade. The failure being it not breaking out. And you can do that with all kinds of patterns, like ascending triangles, symmetrical triangles, descending routing wedges. Well, I mean, you wouldn't do it with flags, but yeah, there are just some patterns where you can have a failed trade and still make money, which is nice. And the variables, they were so nice. I did a static video on this yesterday. I tweeted about it yesterday or 2 days ago. It was just daily divergence, 4-hour divergence, double bottom, critical support. It was just perfect, man. Too many variables. Let's go to the daily real quick. All right, back to Ethereum. Same analysis, log scale, exponential losses, I think. Short period of time, half your value. But crazy bullish divergence. Holding on to a critical support, kind of double bottoming off of a critical support, right? And the price contraction is very real. The downsloping price contraction, which is the wedge. And wedges oftentimes signify reversals. And we're going to see if it happens, man. I mean, like, even if you zoom in, you can kind of see like there was a low right here, the divergence, and then you go to the same low just about, pretty much like the little 4-hour double bottom, and you can see there's actually another negative histogram wick. It's almost like triple MACD bullish divergence. Crazy. Dang, Big Boost, thanks for the sub on Twitch. Thanks for supporting the channel, even though I don't stream on Twitch anymore. I'm exclusive on YouTube just because no one is looking for crypto stuff on Twitch. Most people, the demographic on Twitch is like, the main one is like 13 to 17. So those people don't have jobs or lives. I mean, they have lives, but they don't probably care about investing in themselves, making money. They care about, I don't know, reaction videos to Pokimane doing something stupid. Great. Thank you, dude. Put this up. So what I'm going to do now is just look at some chat. Haven't been able to do that yet. Oh, but I will, man. No sound? What are you talking about, dude? Dude, the audio is so loud. How can it be that loud? It's almost like off. What's up, Russell Pruitt, Bradford, Rick, Timbo Time? Yeah, I know, man. It's like the 2.4 gigahertz. I'm hearing that it's like broken on this Netgear Nighthawk. Anyway, for this app. What's up, AWOL Lawn? Gerard? What's up, Crazy Kangaroo? Holy crap. Yeah, I gotta get another one. It's all good. So JF Airplane, Andrew Kang, Sprout Shout, Ben Smith. Why do I kill you, Cody, man?
Hello from a 7-person watch party every Friday.
Is that a join?
Joey Burkle, man. Thanks so much for the 420. Thanks for all y'all watching at the watch party, the 7 people watch party. I mean, it's Friday. Do y'all have any any plans tonight? Do y'all have any ammunition? I mean, I downed some ammunition because I was in debt from yesterday, but hey, man, nothing wrong with having a viewing party, a watch party, a launch party, dude.
Thoughts on SGLB? Big gap down recently.
Terrible. Wow. Pretty illiquid. Thank you. Hold on. Project 500. Thank you, dude. Sigma Lab. All right. So clear downtrend, right? So who really cares? You know, the trend's obviously awful. Oh my god, man, look at the wick. Illiquidity. Nice. That's about it, man. You're at a critical support. So it's like you gap down violently, but then look, you sprung, and now you're trying to back test the spring. Very interesting. Okay, that's more Wyckoff stuff. That's kind of what Bitcoin just did. Different context there, right? I mean, this is brutal. Since 2013, it's been nothing but lower highs, lower lows. But now getting somewhere where it tried so hard to break out, very little reward, and now the rally ensued, and now the back test. So if you can hold above this, whatever it is, 70.76 cents long enough, might get a rally to the upside, but who cares, man? It's like, are you in a trend like this? Are you really looking? No divergence, not on a gap down like that. I don't think you can really get divergence with gaps down like that. So you see, like, here's a low, here's even a low, and then the next low, and it's like huge spike in negative Momo, huge spike in well, I mean, you've lost stupid amounts of relative strength, and now you're back up, So I think there's just a couple things, right? That's really the main take from this, is that you're springing and you're trying to back test the spring, and if you can hold it long enough, you might get a rally, and a gap fill will push you back around $1.17, $1.18. But it seems like an earning issue. They don't make money, right? Their EPS was minus 15 cents. Great. So just a big old downtrend at a critical area. And if you can hold it long enough, you might get a rally, but I don't know how far the rally is going to go to the upside, because it's just clear downtrend. Okay, that's it, man. Beautiful little channel though, right? I mean, look at the touch points that you get to the heart line. Even for its illiquidity, at least it is respecting these trend lines in a lot of ways. All right, 25. Nice, man. Not bad. Just reading some more chats now. Okay. What's up, Thug Juice? Music's good now. Counted some? I think you did. Maybe so, Wayne Batson, dude. Who cares? It's content, I guess, right? What's up, Phil, dude? Might, the Irukandji jellyfish who destroyed my life last night. Oh, mother of God. It's terrible, dude. Just terrible. Yeah, it bounced, though. Great. It did bounce. So nasty. So you asked about BAT to the US dollar tether. What's up, Christopher Savan? Welcome, dude. Why is this off, though? Oh, log scale. That's why. Okay. So BAT to the US dollar tether, like you asked. Yeah, well, you know, it's a critical area support. So it bounced the first time, lower high, and sold off, and now it's rallying, but it's now just back testing the area as resistance. Got to break that. Still within the parameters of the downtrend, right? Like, no doubt about that. But maybe we could use Fibonacci. Look at fib extensions with a 1414. Yep, that's where you bounced on that 1414. Oh man, I see there was like, you gotta guess from this valley to this valley.
F to pay respects to Ford Motor Company.
Bruh.
F in the chat. Dude, thank you for the 5. And Ford, yeah. Can Ford connect? Oh, I gotta look at the Australian dollar too. My bad, man. Okay. So the downtrend still continues until you break above whatever this area, 25 cents, 23.5 cents. Okay, so, oh yeah, clear little double bottom. That didn't play. All right, here's a low. Here's about the same low. And there you have it, man. Just like many other altcoins, BAT wasn't any different, was it? Nope. You pick an altcoin, you might find a double bottom. You might find Class B bullish divergence, a little bit of convergence on those oscillators. Okay, and it rallied. And it looks like it's hitting some sort of square up. That's about it. Maybe it's just kind of like flagging now and attempting to break back to the upside. But remember the overall trend here. The longer term trend is bearish, right? At least since April. Since April, it's been nothing but lower highs, lower lows. So not really anything special. I mean, many other altcoins actually look 10 times better than this. Okay. But fundamentally, you know, BAT, working product, you can actually use their browser anytime. It's pretty nice, man. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do this kind of recently, I think. Yeah, dude. Terrible. Just freaking terrible, man. So, on the Australian to US dollar, you go to just downtrend, and critical support back from January 2016. You flash crashed, bounced, methodically came back down, bounced off it again, lower high, and then you sold off, and now you're below it. You're right at this little flash crash bottom of the wick, trying to hold on for dear life. But man, you're pretty much back to 2008 levels for the Australian dollar. Right, man, you're below ice line, right? Really below a lot of support right now. I don't really know what you're holding. Look, there was support here. You couldn't hold it. Don't really know what you're holding on to right now, besides the little flash crash wick. It doesn't look very good. Now, if you could get back above this 68.273 cent area, and then you back test it, that's a spring, right? You could back test the spring and then break out, geometrical breakout. And it looks like that peak, if it ever did happen, which we don't know, like it could just keep, what's the follow through price action going to be, right? With this, if you keep selling off, man, these fibs are invalidated. But if it does start rallying, it does make the down sloping resistance breakout, then you're looking for a common retrace level between 71.999 cents and 75.428 cents. That's it, right? There you go, man. So you look at this like it was a wedge, some sort of rising wedge, and you broke out bearishly, and very well could have hit the measured move of it. All right, but just downtrend. Downtrend's been going on. All right, that's it in the shorter term. I mean, is it even really the shorter term? I mean, January 2018. Over a year and a half now, you've been in a downtrend. When's that going to change? Okay. Yeah, Ford is also in a very nasty downtrend. Ford Connect. Yeah, it's been a minute, man. Wow. Okay, Fords. So here it is. Here's your downtrend. You've been in one since July 2014, that peak. Selling off ever since. You know, had a descending broadening wedge. You broke it, but when you rallied, you only made a lower high. Here are these fibs. Only made a lower high than your previous highs. Go figure. And then double topped. And have since broken out of the double, have broken the neckline of the double top. And you're selling off at 877 right now. I think the weekly there's bearish divergence. Yeah, on the weekly, look, man, on the weekly double top, Class A. Well, it's technically Class A because it was a slightly higher high than your previous candle high close. So strong, impending price action reversal, and respected the TA, man. And you're going like on your, you know, with the lowest. Look, we filled a gap. Filled a gap from March of 2019. Not good, man. So we want to like get a measured move here. Another breakout, man. Don't know if we get there, but it's a bearish pattern and a bearish trend. You'd think that there might be some reliability there. And it's right at the heart line, right? This heart line we've seen before as resistance, maybe it's support. 823. Not too much further to go. But yeah, clear as day, beautiful textbook pattern. Wonderful, man. In a down sloping channel, man. A downtrend. F's in the chat for F. What's up, MK Man? What's up, Jerron? Or Mr. Loaded? Scott, I'm not sure, man. I mean, everyone knows about it, right? Everyone knows about Box, that it's coming. And if everyone knows about it, how can it affect the market? Because it's just a known event. It's just something that everyone knows is real. So that's not news. That's just non-event. But yeah, in time, maybe it could help. You don't know what you did by pressing F? You did the right thing, man. F's in the chat. It's a streamer thing. We look at the DXY. Why not? DXY not. Yeah, big sell-off. Big sell-off, and there you go. Hey, why, man? Why? I mean, was it the TA being respected, or was it some sort of fundamental reason? Well, you know, we've had this already. Anytime we look at it, last time I analyzed it, it was the same thing. Look. So you had hit this critical resistance. You failed multiple times this week, and what happened when you kept failing? You made a lower high. It was like convergence because it's a lower high, but mother God, can you not see a high on price, a lower high on price with almost inexistent positive Momo, lower lows relative strength? Boom, broke down right to the 25% trend line of the equidistant channel that you've been in. Okay, so stonewalled at this 98.37 area, stonewalled. That's your dollar, and which is always good for any currency, including Bitcoin. You don't want to look at the stock market as much as you probably want to look at the US dollar if you're asking about, you know, how will Bitcoin do, you know, if the stock market sells off? It's like, how will Bitcoin do if the US dollar sells off? That's what you're asking. A weaker dollar is better for Bitcoin. Some nerve craze. Why do you say that, man? Could have a massive move. Could always have a massive move, man. Very soon. Yeah, okay. Well, it's technical, right? It looks technical to me, or you just couldn't do it. I mean, you just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So many times you just couldn't break this area. You're selling off again. Hype in the chat, maybe? I don't know. Not much hype lately. What's up, Juan Art? That's right, dude. It's very good. Driz did a wonderful job with those. Dude, my eyes killing me right now. What's up, Surge? Ortega? Thanks, man. Right back at you. Hey, King Logan. Okay, so you know, altcoins today, mixed bag. Haven't done too much. Not really, anyway. Man, that's fantastic right there. So I guess what we want to do is maybe look at ZRX on the daily, since it's up like 6% today. And it wasn't because of RSI. It was because, I mean, look, there was definitely some sort of bullish evidence on the MACD on the daily, but again, not the RSI. All right, a low on price, a lower level of relative strength. You were just oversold, so just didn't work out. But man, you fell way below 22 cents, and you've just been continuing to sell off. Got as low as 15.5 cents. It's pretty awful, man. Okay, and I'm sure we could plot some sort of channel too. Like 3 falling peaks. Yeah. There you go, just something like that. That's it. So downtrend. Downtrend until you break this. You got to get all the way up to maybe like 27, 29 cents to ever get some sort of Momo shift breakout. That'll be a while, man. All right. Who's buying ZRX right now? I don't know. Sorry, just going through more chat. That's right, Audric. Hey, I got to pay my debts, right? I owed it last night, and I couldn't do it. And I said, look, is it okay? And I think the Irukandji jellyfish said it was okay, man. It was fine. What's up, Harley Kings, man? Just thanks so much for sharing the Fib channel. It's helped me so much. Get back, change the down channel, top the white bottom for upslipping. Harley, what happened, man? Oh man, 50 basis point rate cut next quarter. I don't know. Some analysts are projecting like 3 more before the year's end, but maybe, dude. It could happen based on some analysts' projections, but I don't know. Okay, what is XRP saying? My guess, well, we looked at it already. All right, we did look at it. But if you really want to see it again, I guess we can. Because it's really doing pretty nice, I guess, since the tweet, since we did a video on it, right? Look, daily bullish divergence on the MACD. It was there, right? You're just now today showing some positive momentum. We'll see how high it goes. Still continuing to rise a little bit. 27.740 cents. All right, man. What's up, clone? Looks like good response. If you're enjoying the live stream, that like button, that bell, has been live now for 50 minutes. We've got like an hour 10 left until your daily close. A daily close that if we did in fact close right now, it would be a bullish engulfing candle, which would be great. A bullish engulfing candle on a double bottom spring back test off a critical support back from February of 2018. Doesn't get much better than that, man. What more could you even ask for from Bitcoin at this point? This back test springs, very good. So weird. Sorry, man. I need my water real quick. So, yes, the US dollar has been wrecked. Got wrecked today. And that's okay. It's the Bitcoin dominance chart. Right? It's like just like pinnating right now. Just kind of consolidating after a nice move up. Is this it, man? Is it gonna break to the upside again? Well, if you're an altcoin fan, if you care anything about the alts, this breaking the upside is going to be very bad for you. It's not good for you. Like, the more money that goes into Bitcoin, the higher the percentage of Bitcoin dominance of this total market cap for crypto, the more illiquid the altcoins are going to be. Therefore, the harder or less reliable it's going to be to trade them. So yeah, you probably want this to at some point level off, just for the sake of altcoins. But if you're some sort of Bitcoin maximalist, you just want this thing to go straight up, man, right? You just want all the money to just keep going in Bitcoin and all the other altcoins to die, all right? We'll see how that plays out. You're just been sitting at this early December 2017 level since around, early August. So oh my god, man. Yep, good to be learning, Neil. That's kind of what this channel's about, even though some people try to, I don't know, throw shade. Poof. Devastated. Devastated. So Square is getting to a pretty monk-ass area, right? A critical support around $60.37. Old Jack Dorsey about to start sweating. You know, you broke the downsloping resistance, the little channel you were in, and you rallied, but you were unable to break the critical resistance at 82.64, and you tried, and then you tried again and again, and then you were actually showing bearish divergence at a critical resistance. And what happened, man? Earnings came in and you dumped tremendously, gap down, and you've continued to run. You're now back testing the old channel as support and then rallying, but the rally's against another lower high and a big red candle today with a macro sell-off. So big sell. I'm telling you this, man. Big sell-offs on the stock market on Fridays are very bad. Mondays, a lot of times you get really nasty follow-through, meaning more selling. So buckle up. Buckle up, man. Yeah, he does, Brett. He does. Jack Dorsey, definitely a big advocate for crypto or Bitcoin. Yes, he is, man. No, Cody, I have not. And thanks for the 472 people here. If you're enjoying the live stream, that like button, that bell, that sub. Wow, 1G, you were like, oh, 100 likes before the stream starts. We're an hour in and we'd have 116 likes. You didn't even have a chance, man. Not even a chance. Oh, man. It's gonna... Okay. Sentiment is dead on this market. Even with bullish divergence, right? No one cares. Try doing something, man. It's gonna be okay. Better than Chernobyl? How can you even compare whatever that is to Chernobyl? Chernobyl's like a real event, and it's probably one of the trippiest things that's ever happened in human history. So, what's up, Orange Juice, man? Yeah, it sure did, Lawrence. IWM, at Russell 2000, all of the major indices got wrecked today. Everything did, but then there were some assets though, like OLED and Yeti, that were already showing impending price action versus the downside. So it wasn't just like random, right? It was like, hey, and that's what happened with my Disney short, where it's like, hey, we're taking a short because of technicals, and then the market dumps, and it's like, oh yes, I remember the MasterCard put a hat, same thing, did the technicals, and then the market dumped, and it's like, yes. So it's sometimes just it works out that way, pretty nice. When sometimes a lot of huge assets or the blue chips are like at these really critical areas, and then the whole market dumps, man. So Black Plasma, man, good to see you, dudes. Okay, anyway. So this is the uptrend that has just, whoa, man, like just right there, just been trying so hard to hold on, and you are for now. Last 2 days we back tested and held, and now today beginning to rally, and it's not a very large bullish engulfing candle, but it's real. It's definitely real for now. So we'll see how long this can hold, man. All right, like 2 minutes till your 60-minute candle closes. But you know, since we bounced off 9,800 or whatever, look how far we've rallied. And I'm just saying this, man. You can call me crazy all you want, but guess what? Since we've just now back tested this twice, never really did not have one candle close below it. I mean, what is wrong with thinking that there's a possibility that we could run all the way up to 11,200 on the daily? Like, there's not, besides the manufactured resistance over here, we just double bottoming off this support, man.
Don't worry, Mitch. One of these days we will push the like past 100 under 5 minutes. And I will enjoy your chug.
Bruh.
Sure, 1G, man. Yeah, it'll be a while. Well, we were doing that. We were actually doing that for a while, I guess, during this stuff, right? But this, the chop and the churn, people just lose interest, which is cool. But I don't know. How can you lose interest when Bitcoin's doing this? Like, you understand how support resistance works. You didn't just backtest. You double bottom backtested a spring. I don't know, man. That's a good thing. So we'll see if it plays out, though. Yeah, I saw Trump's tweet. It was pretty funny. He was saying something about stock market dump because someone in Congress or something. I don't know. Doesn't even make sense. Toadra carries. Nima, I did square for you, and you didn't say thank you, and now you're asking for gold, so probably not. Okay. Nah, Jack, it's not that, dude. It's not that. What is going on? Okay. So yeah, man. I guess there's not much to talk about, right? Clearly, there's not much to talk about. There's opportunities across the market, shown in, the videos I do and the streams I do every single day. So, yeah, man, it might just be a good idea to get out of here early, wrap it up. I'll probably be back tomorrow or something. It's just like sometimes there's just lack of demand for what I do, and that's fine. I can spend time doing stuff for me, right? Like completely okay. So just remember the divergence is playing out right now, okay? You know it if you've been watching. It's not a joke. It's been playing out. It could sell off and square up down at that 10,100 area for a square up to the downside before rallying again. But you're not overbought yet on the 60-minute. You're definitely not overbought on the 4 hour. And so there's still room to run, but you got to break above 10,464. All right. But now on the daily, not much resistance left, looking left. Okay. So it's been fun. Chat. Just want to give an update. Live stream Friday stream. So I'll just be back sometime. Thanks so much for the contributions today. Y'all are amazing. Love y'all. Until next time. Respect to the T. Hey.
Bruh.